Hello again and welcome in the fifth installment of Slovenia X and Slovenia X Airports series. As you might remember, we have landed in Podpeč last time on a short airstrip in the vicinity of Ljubljana on the banks of Ljubljanica river. And today we are again having a beautiful sunny day with just a few clouds, very good visibility. You surely noticed a new livery. It's actually not new. I've made it some time ago. I haven't used it in the last flights, but I thought why not? So this is not a real life representation of Comanche and is flown and used by Adria. Adria has a couple of Piper turbo arrows for the purpose of the school, and where these young pilots then learn to fly. I would imagine so. I'm not 100% sure that it's done so, but I would imagine that they start in these smaller airplanes, get the hang of flying, and then proceed to larger planes like CRJs and Airbuses. But it suits well to Comanche as well. So this livery suits Comanche too. He just pretends to be a Piper Arrow in a way. And the registration is one of those that I've seen flown around. Today we have not so ambitious plan as last time and the previous times where there was lots of explaining to do and lots of sightseeing. Um, we'll be going in the direction of Dolenska. So first Šentvid. There is a small airstrip there on the way. I'm looking at the physical map actually. And this airstrip is not so long. It's 500 to 550 meters long. So let's say around 1,500 feet long. We'll observe it from the air. Then we'll proceed to Trebnje. This is a small town on the way all along the highway. So we'll be having the highway beneath us or to the left or to the right. So just flying over the highway. And this is one of the things that we will be looking for and navigate by. Then in Trebnje we'll turn left and towards Hude Ravne. This is a small village in hilly landscape, not so mountains as in the northwestern part, but still quite hilly. Lots of hills, more gentle ones, not so high peaks. But there is an interesting airstrip that has sloped runway. So it's on a ridge, located on a ridge, something that you would expect more in Papua New Guinea or somewhere there, down there in Asia, where you have this one way in and one way out strips located upslope. So that when you commit, you have to land actually. There's probably not much room for going around. So we'll try a landing there. Let me start the plane and I'll catch you later when the plane runs. Now we are ready to go. Engine is running smoothly. We have started up the plane and we'll be taxiing to runway and depart in that direction, the same direction as we've flown in, because it says that in normal wind conditions the runway is preferred. This direction is preferred to avoid overflying the settlement of Podpeč. So again, a short strip with trees at the end. So we will take as much runway as possible. I'll switch the fuel pump, auxiliary fuel pump on, so some lights. Mixtures rich, props full, and throttle is going. We are advancing the throttle. Gear up. Flaps up. Lean it a bit and we will reduce the RPMs to 2500. Can look around a bit. As promised, I will reduce the use of trachyr. It can get very distracting. It's very nice for flying, but trachyr for taking videos is not something that would be very desirable. So again, we are flying over Ljubljansko barje. In the distance, different settlements. In this direction we would proceed to go to the seaside, so we are flying westward, and now we will turn towards our destination. We'll again stay low, rather slow, so around 3,500 feet would be nice. We can reduce the power. Trim the aircraft. You can see the Kamniško-Savinjske Alps in the distance. These are the mountains, so just in front of us there. Behind this spar is Grintovec, no sorry, it's Staržič, and just in front of us again Grintovec, Kamniško-Savinjske Alps, and these are the mountains we came from. This is Mount Šmarna Gora, also if you remember from last time. We are turning along the highway towards Ljubljana. So if you'd come from the seaside, from Piran or Koper or Portorož, from Slovenian coast, you would come through this in this direction towards the capital. Trimming the aircraft, so this is now a site that would be probably recognizable to you. Again, this is the line of trees and the river Ljubljanica where we have taken off, where we took off, and the small church on top of the hill that you've probably also seen on our arrival, and Podpeč lying there. So Mount Krim here with not with the transmitting tower on the top of it, and we are headed in this direction. Today we can use some autopilot, enjoy the views. Lots of small streams down there with the marshland beneath us. Ljubljansko barrier is very full of water, different beds, different small channels, and it needed to be drained quite significantly in order to be used for fields and pastures. The highway on the left, which we'll follow, you can see Ljubljana in the distance loading up slowly. Slovenia is scattered with churches like the one below, and they are in the small villages and also on top of the hills. And this would be a typical image of Slovenia. Also, they are usually lit up by night, and something that you would immediately recognize as typically Slovene. So lots and lots of churches on the hills. We are near Trebnje and we'll need to go north and find our landing airstrip, small tiny landing airstrip. So we turned towards the north, and let's scan the surroundings for our landing site. Oh, it's very hard to spot. It's in the densely wooded, there's quite a dense forest, and I think that the best chance of spotting it is coming east of it and then looking left, searching for a ridge and a clearance in that ridge, and perhaps we'll spot it immediately, or we'll have to do a couple of circles. As you can see, oh, there is a nice castle down below, just here over this small opening window. As you can see, there are lots of houses in the hills as well, so people live in all kinds of places, even this high up, which is not that high, but this hilly landscape is then going into the more like a flatlands, and there and all these hills, vineyards are numerous, and they are renowned for a good wine. So we should be very near it, our landing strip. It's just a matter of finding it. Again, looking for a ridge. You wouldn't believe, but making a scenery is not the same, and seeing it for hundreds of times, it still makes a challenge to find an airstrip you have done. Should be left, somewhere on our left. Perhaps I have spotted it. I'm not 100% sure, but we'll take a peek. I believe there is on the left. I see the airstrip. I see the grassy patch, and it's here. And this should be actually it. So we'll make a circle first. Try to hit the hills. The landing is very short, it's 200 meters long, but it's uphill, so you are helped by the inclination of the terrain, so that you go uphill, and also when taking off you are helped by this hill going downwards. So yes, this is it. This is the Hude Ravne airstrip. There's an awkward approach there from this side, so we'll still try to do a left pattern. I'm reducing the speed now. Gear down, because everything will happen quite fast. Put one notch of flaps and prepare the aircraft for landing. Again, a small church there. And behind this ridge we should find our landing strip. Yeah, I see it now. we are coming over the ridge, going into the valley, not too low. So here we are. A very ugly landing, but we'll stop in time. So yeah, or maybe not. We did. Sort of. So you see when I said that this is like a very short and adventurous landing site.